Emmy and Grammy-winning comedian, ladies and gentlemen. SNL for 6 years, ladies and gentlemen. Big screen movie star, television host, musician, MC, singer.
Who is this?
Breaker, the one and only Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, no, you didn't know. My goodness, I'm so happy to be here.
Yes.
Good to see you, Sway.
Yes.
Good to see everybody here. Man, a lot of people. It's a party in here.
It's a party in here, man.
There's a lot of things behind the scenes you don't know about when you listen on the radio.
Well, but what about you? I mean, you do a big show.
I listen to you, and it just sounds like you guys are just having fun. But this is a lot of work. There's like 20 computers in here. This is seriously. This is like we're in a bunker somewhere. This is like crazy stuff, man. You're like saving the world in here.
You know what's interesting, and Heather B confirm this. I often tell the team. Matter of fact, I won't even say what I tell the team. Can you say what I tell the team?
Use Jimmy Fallon as a reference. Mm-hmm. Sway loves the show. We watch the show. He asked us if we weren't already watching the show to start watching it and study and use your show as a reference for the radio show.
Facts. Is that right?
That's right, brother.
I love you, dude.
On,
That's
man.
awesome, dude.
Too, man, I know. Because I think what you do is many places you excel. I think when you first came on late night, man, I felt for you. I was like, man, this guy.
He's not going to make it. I know, man. I know. It's tough.
Wasn't it tough, though?
I don't know how to learn. You can't teach. You can't read a book on how to be a talk show host.
Yeah.
You know, and I remember my first show, Robert DeNiro was my first guest. Here's what happened, which is great. But here's what happens. When you first come out with a show, nobody wants to book their celebrities on your show because they don't know if your show's going to be a flop or succeed. So nobody wanted to come on the show. So I was like, I had to make phone calls personally. And I did a couple charity things with De Niro and stuff like that. And I figured he's an A-list actor in New York, exactly what we want. So I called him and I talked to his manager. He said, Robert, well, come on, totally. Yeah. He's like, that's so cool. The tough thing is that he doesn't really like to talk.
Yeah.
He's not the biggest talker.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there and I'm like, Robert, it's so good to see you. I mean, do you live here in the city? And he goes, yep. And I go, oh man, this is gonna be a long interview. I mean, I'm gonna get up to like 300 questions on this one. I'm like, I'm stuttering, flop sweat was coming down my face. I go, oh man, I didn't think I was gonna make it. It was cool that he did it though. I'll never forget him for that. He's great.
Let me ask you though, because that happens every day here too. You know, we try to cover it up with our energy, but how do you actually? Because when I prep, I go into a zone. You know what I mean? Yeah. I really separate myself from folks, and I visualize and see. Any interview I do this with, like, how do you prep for a guest?
It's a lot of people, a lot of help. I mean, we have producers, and we're prepped like 3 weeks at least in advance.
Really?
Wow.
So I already know who's coming on, if they want to play, if they want to do a sketch or not. I mean, I don't ever push anyone to do anything. I just say, hey, if you want to let me know, we'll think of ideas. Like John Cena's coming on in 3 weeks, and so I pitched him an idea for Ill.
Okay.
Which is this character. I play a very ugly 15-year-old girl. I'm not a good-looking girl. And so, but she said like, ew, that's so gross, ew. And so usually I'll have John Cena or whoever just come and dress as a girl too, and he'll be like, ew. We've had Strahan do it. We had Michelle Obama did it. Will Ferrell. It's been crazy. But so that's one idea. So that hasn't even been written yet.
Yeah.
But it takes time to get that and get wardrobe, and you got to get the sketch, and we got a great team that like puts so much. It's just so much work goes into it. It's like we don't want to, give you half. Yeah. I want to give you the best thing we could possibly. I put on the best show possible. I mean, that's all. We knew we had this big Super Bowl show, 2 weeks ago. We're in Minnesota, and I was like, we got to blow it out. We got to make sure it's the best.
Yeah.
So we got Timberlake, we got The Rock, we got the cast of This Is Us. We did a pre-tape with me and Timberlake where we did a sketch where we sang everything. But we worked on that. That was done a week before. Then I did a Bob Dylan impression because he owned that theater before we went there. So we got wardrobe, we got Bob Dylan's hair, and we did like a tracking shot of me just transforming into Bob Dylan. Then the screen goes to black and white, and then we sang a song like Times They Are Changing about what's going on in the world today. But that was all done, month before.
In advance. When last time I saw you, I just was sitting in your audience.
I know, I freaked out.
Yeah, you didn't know it was me. You know, it's like, damn, I was trying
You just showed up?
That's how I am, bro. I just blended in with the audience.
It was the great. You can't blend in. You're Sway, dude. I go, that's Sway. What are you doing here, man? I love that. I freaked out.
Yeah, and it was great, and I was just admiring the set changes, the beats. That you guys switch, y'all change beats and keep that momentum going so perfectly.
It's a well-oiled machine.
It's a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, it is. But you know, when we first started, we had again no idea what's going on. I remember freaking out if I saw my stage manager said like, "You got 3 minutes left to talk to your guests." I'm like 3 minutes. So then I start talking slower, you know, like, so tell me about your movie. All right, let's look at a clip. And I was like, I didn't know what to do. You know, now I don't care about time at all. Wow. I normally now just go over, or I'm right on. Uh-huh. I just have an interview, and I really don't. I'll talk about your movie. I'll do whatever you want to talk about. You know, It's like there's so much. I'm comfortable with myself now.
And that's what you saw, that evolution from that first week.
Yeah.
You know, to now is that comfortability. Have you ever had an interview you felt like, damn, that bombed?
Oh, yeah. Oh, many times, dude.
Who was it on the show?
I had Sam Worthington. Do you know him, the actor?
Yeah.
He was in Clash of the Titans he was in. Yeah. And I couldn't remember the name Zeus. And it was awful. And I'm like, you play, and he's looking at me and he goes, are you having a stroke? Are you having a? I go, no, I just can't think of the name of your dad. Who's your dad in the movie? He's like, Zeus. I go, I'm sorry. Couldn't remember Zeus. I freaked out, man. I was like, started sweating. I was breaking out. I was like, it was awful. Totally embarrassing. Uh-huh. I mean, no one would look at me in the office. Everyone's like, yeah, that was rough. We can't even fix that in editing. I mean, it was bad, dude.
Damn.
Wow.
No, I had some bad ones, man, where I'm just like, oh.
Jimmy Fallon, man.
But it's fun. I even when it does something like that happen. We had Bradley Cooper on once, and we couldn't stop laughing because we did a bit where we were wearing like these Guy Fieri hats with the hair all over the place, and then we went right into talking about a serious issue, talking about the Elephant Man, and we forgot to take the hats off.
Oh.
And dude, it was so funny that it was like laughing in church, you know, where he's like, it's like, so he's deformed, and it's just the more serious he was getting, I was like, you know, this is disrespectful. We should take the hats off. Yeah. So let's take the hats off. Let's start again. And we kept starting again, taking the hats off, and we never got through it. It was 25 minutes of...
just laugh.
It's on YouTube. I think Questlove says he watches it every now and then. I could never watch the old stuff.
You can watch it?
I could never watch the first show, man. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. That interview, there's some rough ones out there, man.
Man, I just want to applaud you, too, because when you think of something like Jack Parr or Steve Allen or Johnny Carson or Jay Leno or all of these legendary... you know, late night talk show host, and now, you know, Conan O'Brien. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Yeah.
You got to find a way to make your signature, you know, leave your mark. Nobody would have thought about the greatness it would be to add the Roots as your fucking band. And you cheated with that one, Jimmy. You cheated with that one. Oh,
yo, I know. That was right. No one saw that one coming.
Nobody saw it, and it was instant credibility.
Yeah.
Here's what happened. I had a meeting with Neil Brennan, who's a producer on Chappelle's Show, and so I knew Neil, and I was talking about producing and stuff. He said, "Who are you going to get for a band? You got to have somebody good because Conan's got Max Weinberg. Like, who are you thinking of anybody?" And I go, "Not really." I'm like, I'm still trying to think. If he goes, you should ask the Roots. And I go, do you think the Roots would do it? He goes, oh, no, the Roots won't do it, but you should ask them because they know somebody they'll make a band. No, they're not going to do it. I go, no, you should ask them. We did stuff with them with Chappelle's Show, so they're really cool dudes, and they know a lot of musicians. They'll put something together. I go, oh, okay. So he wasn't telling me that I should ask them, but then I go, what's the worst that could happen? They could just say no. So I just asked them. I called their manager, Richard. I said, hey, my name's Jimmy Fallon. I'm starting a new show. I'm taking over for Conan O'Brien. I need a band, and I think they'll be the best band in the history of television. And so I didn't hear back from him for 2 months. I go, okay, I'll take that as a no. But they were just on tour.
Yeah.
They're really on tour like 320 days out of the year or something crazy. So they just got back from Paris, and they go, yeah, we'll have a meeting. So at this point, I didn't even have an office. I had a cubicle that NBC gave me. I mean, that's how much faith they had in my show.
They gave you a cubicle, bro? Jimmy Fallon had a cubicle?
With my name misspelled. Jimmy Fallon. Damn. And so I had this cubicle. I go, I can't have the meeting in my cubicle. This is terrible. They're never going to do this. So I asked Lauren if I could borrow his office.
Lauren Michaels.
Lauren Michaels, Saturday Night Live. So I go to Lauren's office, which is the window looks over Saturday Night Live. It's rad. It's a good office. And I sat down, had Questlove, Black Thought, and their manager, Richard. And we sat and talked. I said, look, two things. I think you're the best. You'll be the best band in the history of late night. And also, we're really close to Philly. We're a train right away. You can commute if you want to. You know, it's like we're real close. And so they laughed. And Questlove said, all right, I got two questions for you. One is, if I have an artist like Herbie Hancock or something wants to come on, can he sit in with the band? Because sometimes these people can't get airtime. Yeah. I was like, dude, if Herbie Hancock wants an apartment, I will rent him a place if he can hang out in the bed. What are you talking about? Yes, of course. Because my other question is, if this is Lauren Michaels' office, where's the popcorn? It's a real nerdy question because it's a real comedy nerd. Only comedy nerds know that Lauren always has a basket of popcorn right next to his desk. And I was like, oh, this is going to work.
He gets it.
He gets it, dude. I don't really know them. You know, I know their stuff. I don't know them personally though. Yeah. So I mean, when I got to know them, I didn't know they were funny. I didn't know they could act, and I didn't know that we'd have a good chemistry. But we both love music. Yeah. And so we get that. That's a real vibe that we have. But now it's been 10 years I've been working with them.
Wow. Has it been 10 years?
What the hell?
Wow. The new season starts the 26th, right? Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Monday.
10 years. It's like we're. Well, it was 7 years with the late night, or so 6 years, and now 4 years with the Tonight Show.
I didn't realize it's been that. Round of applause for that.
I mean, 10 years, man. I was like, yo, it's crazy. But they're the greatest. They're the most talented guys in the world. They love music. They could play anything. They could play with Tony Bennett, and then they could play with Jay-Z in the next second. Yeah. And it's like anything. So it's just so cool to have them on there, and like they just got a great vibe and great work ethic. They just love to work, man. Crazy.
You know, one of the things I notice about you, because I watch, you know, different people who are in that spotlight, you got to anchor, you know, you got to really captain the ship, you know, and you don't shy away necessarily from what's going on obviously on a day-to-day basis. But with politics, right now, everybody feels that they have to dive in with an opinion, you know, and take one side or the next. Yeah. You didn't do that when Trump came on the show. Yeah. You stayed Jimmy. Yeah. Right? Talk about totally. That, man.
I had him on the show. He was already the Republican nominee. Yeah. So he was already going to be, or maybe not going to be president. You know, I had nothing to do with that. They already voted him in. So it's either him or Hillary at that point. So either I have both of them on or I have none of them on. I can't just have Hillary on and not do anything. So he came on, and I asked him all the questions I would ask, you know, Jimmy Fallon would ask. I said, are you friends with Putin? Are you in with the Russians? I had all these questions, you know, I made fun of him. And then every time he's come on, he's been on, he's a reality star on NBC. Yeah. He's a TV show star. So he's been on a bunch of times. So every time he came on, we always asked if I could touch his hair. Yeah. We used to do bits where I would put my hand close to his hair and it would bark at me. Oh. And so we've always asked him that. And so I go, yo, can Jimmy mess up your hair? So this time, for some reason, he said, yeah. He goes, yeah. He goes, just don't mess it up too much because I have a speech or something. I go, hey, can I mess up your hair? And he goes, sure. And so I went for it, though. Dude. I mean, I went for it, dude. Yeah. And it was like, and it was just kept getting bigger and bigger. It was almost like, it's like whipping egg whites. It's like, it became like a meringue. It just kept getting bigger. And it was like, it was flopped around and it was like, whoa, I didn't think it was going to be that crazy. And then, but it was just all in just like silliness and fun. You know, I did the same thing to Hillary.
You messed up her hair?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I messed up her hair too. Yeah, no one cares about that.
You don't play favorites, right?
I don't play favorites. I'm like, dude, it's politics. It's two people running against each other. If you like this person, vote for this person. If you don't like this person, don't vote for this person. Yeah. But people got really upset and they just got angry and they I can't believe you normalize him. And I go, it's either have him on the show or don't have him on the show. I guess he went on other shows too. Yeah, he did. So it's like, but we just have fun. That's all our show should be about. And I don't want to tell you what to think. Yeah. I shouldn't have to tell you what to think. You have your own thoughts. So I have people on, and you make your own decision.
Jimmy Fallon, ladies and gentlemen. Jimmy Fallon, I said, ladies and gentlemen. All right, February the 26th, Monday, the Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon returns. Hey, man, in the spirit of what you do, we want to come back and put you to the test to some of the games that we came up with.
I love this.
All right?
Yeah.
Shade 405. You want to talk with Jimmy, give us a call.
Oh, jeez. Oh, gosh. Get over yourself. Just please. No, he came to me.
Oh! Damn. You went up.
How cool is he, though, huh?
Oh, man. You know what we talked about? You know, first time I talked to him at first time he wasn't president, he was senator, but as president, we talked about our top 5 MCs.
Is that right?
Rappers.
God, who is his top 5?
Jay-Z at that time was his. I don't remember the other 4, but he named J. Cole, Jay-Z. I think he named Common, and I felt like
Common was in it, definitely.
I think Lupe might have been in it. Kendrick,
yeah, he had a good list.
He had a good list.
He had
a good list.
Yeah,
when he first came on our show, we did a bit, Slow Jam the News with him, where we did like an R&B version of the news.
Yeah,
and he was like, okay, let's do it. And you go like at the end you can say you go, oh yeah. He goes, nope. I go, yeah. That's what you say at the end. You go, oh yeah. He goes, I'm gonna say, oh yeah. I go, okay. You're the president. I don't know what to tell you. Second time he came, this is the last like 2 weeks in office. He came back and we did a thing where we did Slow Jam the News again, and I had him sing Rihanna. I said, just you gotta work. And he's like, oh, yeah, I could do it like work. I go, no, do it like Obama would do it. Do it like work. Why do you make me sound like that? I go, because you got to do that. Come on, don't mess it up now. You're the president. You can do that. Just, you got to, that's the joke. Is that you going, you got to work. And so he did that, very Barack Obama-y, and it was so fun. And, yeah, it was the greatest, man. I love it. I introduced him to Madonna.
You made that introduction?
Yeah, they never met before, and Madonna was there, and she was being all like cutesy and like hiding in the corner, and he wanted none of it. He was just more like, yeah, like he's not a flirting guy. He just wanted like, hello, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, Michelle is always looming, brother.
No, all business, dude. It was all, and she was like batting her eyes. She goes, pleasure to meet you. She goes, you're the only reason I'm doing the show. And I go, Madonna, I can hear you. I mean, I'm standing right next to you. What are you talking about, man? But yeah, he was cool, man. Just cool.
Dope. I introduced you to Tech 9 out there, though.
I know, that's pretty cool.
Same thing, right?
I mean, same thing, exactly. Yeah.
Obama, Madonna,
Obama, Madonna, Jimmy, and Tech 9.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Jimmy, we were talking about superstitions this morning, and Sway has a thing. Every time he walks into the room, the lights have to be on and have to be very bright when he walks in first thing morning. Do you have any superstitions with your show? Do you have to wear like red drawers, pink socks, or what do you do?
Well, I just do that in general. Just
okay, sorry,
but yeah, what do I? I don't think I have any superstition or things that I do. I walk through this hallway before I go to the stage, and it's a closet. It was like a pipe closet that in the 60s, Jim Henson was on the Jack Parr show waiting to go on. He was just bored. He was just waiting to go on the show. And so he painted these pipes with Muppet faces. This is before the Muppets are famous. He put eyeballs on it and things, and he put "With Love, the Muppets," and it was in a closet. And I always knew about this closet because it was through SNL. I knew about this thing. So when we took over late night, I had the closet like opened up and put behind glass so people can see these pipes. Uh-huh. And so now it's part of the NBC tour. So now right before every show, I see that, and I remember like how creative and fun Jim Henson was in the Muppets and all that stuff. So it just kind of goes like, yeah, you're here to entertain people.
That's what it is. Jimmy Fallon's here, ladies and gentlemen. New season of The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon's Monday, February 26, 11:35 on NBC. And with that said, Jimmy, welcome to Sway in the Morning, and it's time for a game we call Name That Theme. No, wrong. See, that was out there. The timing was wrong. Okay.
Name that thing.
Hey, Jimmy, we know your pop culture knowledge runs deep. Let's see how well you know your TV sitcoms. Okay. This is Name That Theme.
All right, here we go.
I love it.
Right now on Sway in the Morning.
All right, here we go. All right. DJ Wonder over there, who can willingly guest DJ on your show anytime you need him. Here's the first one. Name that theme.
That's Beverly Hills 90210.
Yeah, you got that right.
Wow.
Okay. Second one.
Martin.
You got that one wrong.
Martin.
Okay, all
Martin.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, this is getting a little harder though. Third one.
Don't. Blossom.
Damn, how you know that? What a nerd. All right. How the hell you even know
One
that?
take home.
Yo.
Yeah.
All right, next one.
Living Color.
Damn.
You can do what you want.
Okay, next one. One more. Go.
Perfect Stranger. Come on.
Jimmy, you're not done.
Oh, okay.
That was phase one.
Oh, no.
It's a triathlon here.
Okay, gotcha.
Now,
Damn.
we know that you're a big fan of the New Jack Swing era.
Uh-huh.
I know this for a fact. So now you're going to have to name or who's that New Jack.
Hey, Jimmy, we know that you're a big fan of music, so let's see if you can figure out who's that New Jack right now on Sway in the morning.
We're going to get him here. All right. Here we go. Song number one.
Last night, saw you standing there.
I want that girl.
Who sings
Who is
that?
it?
Who sings that?
Who is
I
said, no, I have no idea.
Keith Sweat. He got him.
Damn.
All right, let's go. He got that. He got that.
I knew the song.
No,
It's Keith Sweat.
He didn't name the New Jack.
No, I didn't name the New Jack.
Okay, let's go. Second one. Go.
Oh yeah. Feels good.
No way.
House Party 2.
No.
That didn't help.
No, I mean Kid and Play?
Yeah. Oh, you got it.
Oh, I got that. I'll give Kid and Play back. You help me with that.
All right. Well, shit, if he didn't get that one, he definitely got to go get this third one.
All summer long, we've been together.
The Jets? I mean, who is that?
High five. Okay, all right. Give me another one. Give me
High
another
five.
One. Go.
Is it Loser?
Johnny Gill.
Yes, that's who it is. Johnny Gill.
All right.
Touch.
Oh, hold up. We're going to commercialize it a little. No? Want to do the fifth one?
Let's do that last one.
Let's do that last one.
Why
Okay.
is my baby blue? Can't see the colors of a sunny.
It's one of the DeBarges. Like a DeBarge I never heard before. Like Fred DeBarge. Freddie DeBarge. Which DeBarge was it?
Joey Lawrence DeBarge.
Was that Joey Lawrence?
Yeah.
What?
No. Play that again.
It's one of the greatest. You got to check this song out.
Why is my baby blue?
All right, real up. We got
You didn't want to go? You didn't? Have
I'm
you
sorry.
ever tried to do any of that stuff?
We've never quizzed you.
Yeah, really haven't, huh?
Nope.
You have. I'm assuming you have.
I'm always the quizzer, not the quizzee.
Yeah, but something's gonna roll up, right?
Did you-
Did you do something embarrassing?
What do you mean? Like,
Did you do a song?
oh, did I do music?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like an R&B type of thing?
No, I did a rap thing.
You did a rap
I
thing.
was
yeah.
spitting bars, son.
Yeah, you were. Yeah,
Back in the
but,
day, yeah, I didn't do the R.
but no R&B, no Joey Lawrence.
No, I didn't go.
Well, I used to like.
Yeah, it's one of my old songs.
On the
Right?
merge, outstanding. Now I'm pounding on your nerves like a migraine headache. To double your dead weight.
I like that.
Full
That's great.
Here comes the hook.
control.
Real up. He wasn't gonna guess that.
I like
All
that.
right.
That's good stuff. I like New Jack was is it Don't Be Afraid? Who sing that?
Aaron Hall.
Aaron Hall.
Don't be afraid.
Oh, don't be afraid. And don't be afraid, baby. And the night that I night, and I see how you died. Don't be afraid, girl.
That's Jimmy Fallon, ladies and gentlemen. We got time.
Yo.
One more quiz. One more. Okay.
Yeah,
You
good.
gotta end on a good note.
Yep.
All right. So this one we call Who Am I?
Jimmy Fallon has made a lot of friends over the years.
Oh, no.
But how well does he really know them? Let's find out. This is Who Am I? Right now on Sway in the morning.
All right. Good luck with this.
I know.
man.
Good luck with this. I don't
Damn,
know.
jeez.
I don't know.
Ready?
Yep.
I'm a Jersey rapper and actress. I've won a Grammy and was nominated for an Oscar.
Queen Latifah.
Yes,
Got
you
that.
are correct.
All right.
I'm a well-known actress. I befriended an alien. I also hold the record for being the youngest person ever to host SNL.
Drew Barrymore.
You're correct.
Okay.
I'm a Philly native. I was one of the producers of the Hamilton album. If you need a rim shot, I'm your guy.
His name rhymes with like best glove.
You're correct.
I'm kidding. Questlove.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I'm a
Damn.
comedian from Brooklyn. I've hosted the Academy Awards twice, and I've won an Emmy and Grammy.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy's from Brooklyn?
Yeah, I think so.
But it was Chris Rock.
Oh, wow.
Damn, that
Damn.
was a trick.
Wait, what was the trivia on that one?
I'm a comedian from Brooklyn. I've hosted the Academy Awards twice, and I've won an Emmy and Grammy.
Oh yeah, I don't know if Kimmel won.
I
the Grammy.
don't think he got the Grammy.
He didn't get the Grammy on
Nah,
that.
but
No.
he.
Did you see Chris's new special? By
Yes,
the way?
I
on
did.
Netflix?
It is
Oh, God.
unbelievable.
Tambourine.
Yeah.
Tambourine.
Yeah.
It is one of the best things I've ever seen
Yeah.
ever, man.
I will agree.
And it sticks with you for months. Like months later, I'm still thinking about his bits. He's a genius. He's a master.
That's what he does, though,
He's
man.
unbelievable. Tambourine. Watch it on Netflix. This dude is unbelievable.
There it is.
All right, Jim, we still got one more question.
Sorry.
I'm a 10-time Grammy-winning actor and singer. I've starred in 20 films. Some might call me a man of the woods.
Justin Timberlake.
There you
Yeah,
Okay.
that was fun.
I got to take one caller or they're going to be mad at me.
Yeah, let's do it.
There's one caller. All
Let's
right.
do it.
Victoria, go ahead. She's in
Victoria!
Connecticut. Go ahead, Vicky.
Hi,
Hi,
Hey.
Victoria.
how are you?
Everything's good?
Good. I have a question. So, do you have a favorite bit or part of the show to collaborate with the writers on?
A favorite bit that we do on the show?
Yeah.
Any musical stuff. Any musical stuff we do, I always love it. As either we do like a musical instruments, classroom instruments thing with the Roots. Like we just did Havana with Camila Cabello. That was fun, and it's just good to see how talented the Roots are. That you can make a song sound good with just plastic toys.
Yeah, no,
It's amazing.
Right. And they're in key.
It's crazy.
Yep.
Like he's playing a rubber band.
Uh-huh.
I mean, seriously, playing a rubber band with like a box. Nuts.
And it works.
And it works. He's just brilliant.
Thank you for your call, Victoria.
Thank you.
Jimmy, I want to thank you for coming by, man. And I want to encourage everybody to watch this show. I love your show, man.
Thank you, buddy. I really appreciate
Watch
that.
it all the time. And I want to make another introduction to you. It's like This Is Your Life.
Yeah.
You know, earlier I introduced you to Tech Nine.
Yeah, that's right.
Right? Now I'm going to introduce you to my brethren. His new album, Victory Lap, is here. The one and only Nipsey Hussle, man. Nipsey Hussle, man. Jimmy Fallon, Nipsey Hussle.
Hey, awesome, man. That's good stuff.
Man.
All right, cool, man.
Great. Good to meet you.
I appreciate
Man,
it. Is this? He's gonna have this seat now?
He's going to take that seat next.
Take your time.
No, but
No,
take
no,
your time.
I wanna make sure.
I just wanted to make the introduction because this is somebody that I think, too, could sit in with the band on your late night show.
Or just come on, yeah,
Say
we
less.
know.
Say
Why
less.
not?
Say less. We on the way then.
How long have you been here? That you know this guy?
Man, me and Sway go back.
Yeah.
We go back years, you know what I mean? So Sway always been a supporter day one. You know, we both from Cali. So, you know, I done came up here and freestyled a few times.
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
He paid his dues.
Did
man.
you
Thank God you
freestyle?
didn't
Did
ask
he-
me to
did he
freestyle.
make-
God, you didn't ask me to
That was
freestyle.
the setup. You got to tell Nipsey no, not me.
Right.
No, I'm
Yo,
joking.
no pressure. No pressure.
No pressure. I
pressure.
can't even.
Nah,
won't
you come
even
back
try,
for that.
Man.
Nah, man.
I can't even rhyme any words.
No.
I'm awful. But you know, people are good at their own thing. you
Yeah,
know?
but you're good at what you're the best at what you do, and I appreciate you and thank you for coming to
No
the show.
doubt.
We've been
Appreciate you
talking
guys.
about doing this for years.
I know. I
know,
love you,
man. We
man.
finally happened, man.
I
10
love you,
years
man.
in the making, baby.
I love you.
Jimmy Fallon, ladies and gentlemen. Watch the new season Monday on the 26th on NBC. Nipsey Hussle is next.
Yeah!
You want to talk with him? 888-742-3345.